Welcome back. So, we've talked about the big three, the major ways that you can make money as an artist, and we've gone through a run through of all of the ways and how you can do them. And so now I want to talk about a quick bonus um, topic, which is how to make the choice between making money fast, like focusing all of your efforts on making money now, or focusing your efforts on money that will make you, on pursuits that will keep making you money in the long run. So I know that a lot of this depends on your financial situation, and it depends on if this is more of just a side hustle for you to bring in extra money, or if you are pretty like in dire need of finances to come in right now. Um, but there are definitely pros and cons to both. I think that fast cash would probably classify as if you're selling something. Oftentimes, when you sell things, you get the money immediately right then, and so that can, if you're very passionate about selling things, then that could be a really great route for you. Although I will say that one of the best ways to be really good at selling things isn't just to, launch a product with no preparation. It's to spend a lot of time thinking about your marketing plan and thinking about strategies to make it so your product that you're launching can fit perfectly and easily into your ideal customers' lives, right? We talked about that in one of the previous lessons. So fast cash isn't always necessarily fast cash, but there is something to be said about, like, for example, for a few months I've been doing this event called Flash Sale Friday, where in my Instagram stories I will put up for sale a few like original mini paintings that I did during the week, mostly as practice or to film a video for my Instagram or something. And I'll put them up for sale at a discounted price to be part of Flash Sale Friday, but it's only available for 24 hours and it's only available in my Instagram stories. And sometimes those paintings sell out and sometimes they don't, but when they do, it's a fun and easy way to, make $100 or $150 in a weekend. Um, so it can be fast. Thinking about quick ways to make money can be good practice, but I will also say I am a big believer in the slow burn over fast cash. Um, I think that the more you look for long-term projects and um, avenues to pursue income streams that will yield money over and over and over again, um, in the long run, I think that is really the route you want to go if you want to grow a really thriving, successful business, especially if you want to go full time. I've once heard, and I think this anecdote has gone around a few times. I don't know exactly where it stems from, but I heard once that most millionaires got there. Not that this is a class about how to become a millionaire, because it's definitely not. But most millionaires got to where they are by having as many as 7 streams of income. So I think keeping that in mind, the way that I have found to be a successful, and by successful I mean able to support my family and replace a full-time job with this, is to have to pursue multiple streams of income. And so oftentimes it's a combination of fast cash versus the slow burn. So I want to talk about, though, my favorite way to bring in money that's related to that. And honestly, I feel like my secret to success, again, success meaning the way that I've been able to replace my 9 to 5 with running this business, is, and that secret is passive income. So if you haven't heard this term before, passive income is basically means income that you bring in based on work that you did before. Like, you did a lot of work on the front end on a project that is going to keep yielding you money for months or years to come. So a good example of passive income is online classes. When I film a Skillshare class, I film the class and it takes a few hours, and then it takes a few hours to edit and produce the class and upload it to Skillshare and launch it and do all of that. But after I filmed it and it's on Skillshare, it just continues to make me money. The more people watch my class, the more royalties I earn based on Skillshare's payout method. And really the only work that I have to do then is to make sure my class is up to date, so make sure I don't have to refresh anything, and to market it and, advertise my class, keep the community of students thriving so that they feel wanted and welcome. But that really only takes maybe an hour or two. All of that only maybe takes an hour or two a week. And aside from that, it's pretty much just a steady paycheck that I can rely on. So online classes is my main form of passive income, but there are lots of other ways to bring in money passively, and most of them involve digitizing your work somehow. So licensing work can be a way to bring in passive income. Like if you already have patterns or illustration designs or lettering designs or whatever in your library that you can license to other people, without having to do any work, that is a way to bring in money based on work that you have done in the past. Selling digital items also, so like if you sell practice sheets or if you sell digital prints or anything like that, that is a way to bring in passive income, because once you upload it and have people purchase that digital item, it basically just makes you money every time someone buys it. Publishing a book is a form of passive income, because you do the hard work of writing the book, and then depending on whether you self-published or whether you go through a publisher, you just get money every time someone buys it. So again, passive income is just the idea that you can be making money even while you're binging Stranger Things, or you can be making money even when you're on maternity leave and not picking up your phone once during the day. And so passive income is a really important tool to use if you want to build a successful and thriving art business. So I've given lots of examples of passive income. There are some I've also provided obvious examples of active income. Active income meaning you have to be actively doing the work in order to get paid. So that would be commissions. You're not going to get paid unless you do this painting, right? So the payment comes hand in hand with the work, and no payment comes after. You don't continue making money off of the work once it's done. So commissions, client projects, anytime you sell physical items that you have to ship, workshops, like in-person workshops, are examples of active income. And I'm not saying that these are bad. They're definitely not. They are great ways to earn money, and there are great ways that you can build thriving businesses based on all of these things. The key, though, is if you take on projects like that, is to make sure that it's worth your time. So that's a big part of the reason why pricing and not underpricing your work is so important. And this class does not go into pricing, but I will have a future class on that. And we're going to talk heavily about the philosophies of pricing and why underpricing not only disrespects you and your business, but also brings the whole community down. But basically, I'm not gonna go into that much more. But if you want to really make a successful business through active income mostly, then it means taking on higher priced projects and making sure that you are only taking on projects that will be worth your time. So like if you do commissions, I charge a lot more for custom paintings than I do for already designed paintings that I do in my shop, that I sell in my shop. And that's because custom paintings require a lot of back and forth between me and the customer, and oftentimes require mock-ups, and there are a lot more hours that I put into creating a custom painting, a commissioned painting, than a painting that I have already designed. So anyway, this is my brief bonus lesson on my thoughts about different forms of income streams. I hope this was helpful for you, and let's move on to the last bonus lesson, which is basically me listing all of the other things that you should look up. Okay, see you soon. Hi, thank you so much for joining me in this video of my Ways to Make Money as a Freelance Artist series. I had such a fun time making this for you, and I can't wait to make you even more content. So if you like what you see, or if you liked any of my, I have some watercolor tutorials as well, make sure to hit that subscribe button because that's the best way to support YouTubers that you want to continue making content for you. And if you want to view any of the other videos in this Ways to Make Money series, make sure to check the description below this video. It has a full course schedule that details when the rest of the classes will be released, and if they've already been released, then it will have links to those classes as well. So thank you again for joining me, and can't wait to see you next time.